Born in the hills of Missouri clay, raised with grit and a humble way. Long before the medals and the scars he'd wear, there was a young man learning how to care. He signed his name when freedom called, though the road ahead stood dark and tall. A young corpsman bound for war, never knowing what the future held in store. Through jungle nights and monsoon rain, he carried courage through the pain. When Marines cried out through smoke and fire, he ran toward danger without a second thought or time. Some men talk about bravery, some men dream of glory's flame. But when the bullets started flying, Doc Hutch answered to his name. When they shouted, "Corpsman Up!" he ran into the storm. Through the thunder of the battlefield, he stood his ground and carried on. Purple heart upon his chest, the cost of freedom written deep. Semper Fidelis in the hearts of the brothers he still keeps. The names upon the wall tell stories, but countless more still live today. Because a corpsman chose to answer when others might have turned away. He spoke of Sergeant Stookie too, the brothers who helped see him through. Bound together by sacrifice, a bond no passing years could compromise. Vietnam left its marks behind, some on flesh and some on mind. Yet he carried burdens few could see, still fighting battles for his family. And when he came back home again, the welcome wasn't what it should have been. But he stood tall through every shame, still honoring the flag and the oath he came to claim. Honor, courage, discipline, the code he carried every day. Never running from the problem, always finding a better way. He taught his son to stand and fight when bullies tried to steal his light. He took his family down old country roads, gigging frogs and sharing every load. Camping, they would pass their time, making memories in cloud nine. Fishing docks at Lake Como, feeding fish as sunsets glowed. 5 grandkids and great-grandchildren too, gleaning wisdom from the truth he knew. If you're gonna be a bear, be a grizzly, he'd say. A rock feels no pain through the hardest days. And when the road got rough and steep, he taught us faith is what you keep. He listened for that still small voice in war, and listened when he made it home once more. That faith became a guiding light, protecting those he loved throughout his life. When they shouted, "Corpsman Up!" he ran into the storm. Through the thunder of the battlefield, he stood his ground and carried on. Purple heart upon his chest, the cost of freedom written deep. Semper Fidelis in the hearts of the brothers he still keeps. The names upon the wall tell stories, but his story still lives on today. In every life he helped protect, and every sacrifice he made. Now he's 80 years of strength, still the man we've always known. Provider, protector, patriot, the foundation of our home. So here's to Paul, our Doc Hutch, for country, family, and the Lord above. We are proud of all you've done. We thank you for your sacrifice. And because you answered the call, your legacy will never fall.